It just keeps getting better for the Lions, and Brad Holmes keeps showing more and more that he knows exactly what he's doing. It honestly is pretty tremendous when I keep looking at these picks and the stories keep coming out. And I think overall, and we're going to talk specifically about Colby Sorsdal in this video, but I think in general, Jack Campbell ended up being a far better pick than we all thought when he was first picked at 18. Laporta was a good pick at 34. Branch was a great value pick at 45. We all know that. And then Hendon Hooker, we were all thrilled with as well. So, like, things kept getting better. But then you were hoping that Sorsdal would be this kind of diamond in the rough guy. And I think like small school guy that we're all intrigued by because we don't really know how great he is or how good he possibly could be. We know he completely dominates lesser talent, which is exactly what he should be doing. But we don't really know, like, how good is this guy? And what we do know now that we get to learn a little bit more about him is that he is an extremely high character guy. He is a loyal player. He is a good teammate, and he loves his team, and he wants to see things through to the end. And I was reading this article from Pride of Detroit, and it's the question of, what a great question, why Colby Sorsdal didn't transfer from William and Mary. He finished his 4 years. He had 33 starts. He had clearly developed and established himself as by far the best lineman and player on the team, but he stayed. Why didn't he go to a Power 5 school? Why didn't he transfer to Illinois? Why didn't he transfer to Wisconsin? Why didn't he transfer to Oregon State? I don't know. Why didn't he transfer to Maryland and just get his name out there and show what he could do against better competition? It's interesting. The question is why. And it was really pretty clear. He wanted to see through the complete turnaround of William and Mary's football program. When he started at William and Mary in 2018, the team went just 4-6, averaging a measly 13.6 points per game. When it came to decision time a few years later, William and Mary was coming off a 6-5 season, but Sorsdal saw greatness on the other side. He said, I wanted to help build a legacy. I wanted to help build a legacy, and we're going to talk more about what he did. But let's just pause there for a minute. He saw greatness on the other side. They were 6-5. It's not like this was a team that was coming off an 8-4, 9-3 season. I don't know why I just said it was like 12 because 6-5 is 11. It's not like this is a team that was coming off an 8-3, 9-2 season. How about we do that? Let's do some better math, Craig. And it's like, what are we doing here? But he stuck around because he thought that this team had more in them. And then after returning in 2022, he became captain. He helped the team go 11-2, an offense that averaged almost 34 points per game, that 33.5 points per game, and they reached the FCS quarterfinals. Like, that's amazing. And throughout the draft process, it goes on to say that Sorsdal was asked by every NFL team why you wanted to return. And here's what he said. What I told them was I wanted to finish the job. I've always had a sense of loyalty that, hey, these guys gave me a chance. They gave me a scholarship. I owe it to them. Man. Does that sound like a Dan Campbell guy? Does that sound like a guy you want to play on the field with on Sundays? Because it does to me. That sounds like a guy that I want to have on my team. That sounds like a guy that whether you're having good years, bad years, good weeks, bad weeks, good practices, bad practices, he's the guy who's going to say, nope, we are going to continue this thing on. This is where I was drafted. He'll have that same sense of loyalty to the Detroit Lions because they drafted him. They believed in him. And I think when you have a guy that's willing to work, when he's willing to show and prove that he can learn to dominate the talent that he was uh, 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 recruited at and dominate that competition, you have a guy who can do that on the Detroit Lions as well. So this isn't going to be the world's longest video. I just thought it was a really cool story. So that's what I'm going to do. And just want y'all to be able to enjoy that with me. So, hey, hit that subscribe button below. Leave a comment. Do you love this? Do you love this kind of thing? Or is it just kind of like, yeah, whatever, that's cool. Let me know. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.